What's up, everybody, and welcome back to PC Guys Off-Grid Cabin, where the work is never done, but we're doing it just for fun. So we've been working on cutting up the rest of those trees that the storm a while back took down. It's slow work, because as we're cutting them up, we're trying to burn them up. And here's what we're doing. We're dealing with stumps still. We've actually started a second stump over there on fire, and we're slowly but surely getting them burned down. It's slow work, and I think we took last weekend off. You know, sometimes you just got to take a weekend off and not do anything just because you're tired, you don't feel good. We have those days. When you're my age, you're going to have those kind of days. So, let me bring you up to date on what's been going on. I know you've heard me talk about this lien that was on the property. We got an email from Title Company A, which is the one that we originally dealt with, and when we bought the place. They owned up to their mistake and they fixed it. Title Company B sent me an email, the one that's handling the sale of that 1 acre that we're trying to sell to the neighbor, and they were able to get in touch with the county clerk's office and get the proper paperwork. So now it looks like that we should be able to close on that. I'm hoping this next coming week. I actually got to go down and pay a visit to my neighbor and discuss that with him, along with a couple of other things. He sent me a message the other night talking about he had some kind of an incident where he had to get the police involved. And he said something to the effect of he had to fire some warning shots because of something. I don't know. I haven't been able to get the full story out of him. So that one we're going to have to look into. We need to know what's going on with that. If we got some neighbors causing problems, we need to know about that. So, also, today we're going to cook up something for you. Bok choy and green beans, stir-fried. So stick around for just a little bit, and we're going to get into that. And you should enjoy this one. Alright, we've got the outdoor kitchen set up, and we're going to cook up some bok choy and green beans stir-fried on the cast iron. Now, we're going to just do this on the propane camp stove this time around. Why bok choy? Bok choy is, of course, it's an Asian dish, but bok choy is one of probably the easiest crops that a person can grow in a garden. I mean, they'll grow under just almost any conditions, unless it's just extremely hot or it's extremely cold. They'll grow as a good fall crop, they'll grow as an early spring crop, and they'll do just fine. So we've got our bok choy already cut up into pieces. I've cut up some bell pepper, and I went over and I harvested a little bit of these Egyptian walking onions out of the bed over there. So those were grown right here at the cabin. I've got some fresh mushrooms, and I've got a bag of beef. Now you can, this has been sitting in marinades, powdered marinade for teriyaki. And so we're going to give this a try, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. This little propane stove has cooked a many a meal out here. Mrs. PC Guy is nodding her head in agreement. We've been using this pretty much since before we even bought the cabin. Now she's shaking her head no. We bought this not long after we bought the land. The cabin wasn't here yet.
The cabin wasn't here. We bought it after we bought the land. We bought it because we stayed the night out here, and we had we got here early in the morning and I cooked breakfast on it.
Yeah.
Our very first breakfast was cooked on that stove.
We're going to use a little light olive oil in here. Just enough to get that cast iron skillet good and lubed up. We got our green beans. Leave it to Mrs. PC Guy to put all the utensils over on the other side of the table. Hey, she's been being mean to me here. Last night she dropped the cast iron skillet on my toe.
I did not.
Okay, I'm giving her a hard time. She's didn't actually do it. One of us, who shall remain nameless, put the cast iron skillet in the in my chair. And it wound up getting, for whatever reason, it got covered up by the blanket. So I'm getting ready for bed. I go over and pull that blanket off the bed, off the chair. Well, I pulled that cast iron skillet off with it, and it landed right on my big toe. You talk about hurt. That was bad. I was hurt so bad I was about to pass out. So I have to blame somebody for it. So we all know who we're gonna blame.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you.
It's alright, I get blamed for everything.
Well, we're just gonna dump some of that out in there. You might want to bring the camera up here so the folks at home can actually see what the heck I'm doing here. Man, that's smelling good. I've actually never used this. I'm going to show you this teriyaki seasoning I'm using. This is it right here. And Kikkoman, I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but it's a powder, dry powder teriyaki mix. Now, I was telling Mrs. PC Guy that in the near future, we're going to have to do a pot of pinto beans in the Dutch oven. And so that's going to come up in the near future. Pinto beans is what I call one of the key ingredients for survival food. If you got some pinto beans and some rice around, you can live for a long time on just on that. So we're gonna put a little bit of bell pepper up in here. I got some mushroom. I love fresh mushrooms in just about anything. We're gonna put a little bit of fresh mushrooms up in here. Probably gonna use just a little bit more olive oil up in there. So you want to get all that coated in olive oil. Put some green beans in there, and we're gonna put some of this bok choy up in there.
And get your water for the rice to boiling.
I've actually got just a little bit too much in here, but that's okay. As long as you got some rice and some beans and maybe some bok choy and things like that, you pretty much can you can hold out for a long time. We are going to add a little bit of garlic powder. What in the world? The little cap that goes on there is somehow turned up missing. Sea salt. I like sea salt. Now, Chinese person would probably come along and tell me I'm doing this all wrong. I'm not Chinese. There we go. I can't tell if that's lit. We're going to cook up a little bit of minute rice to take and serve this over. Just a little bit of butter in there for that rice. Oh, this is smelling real good right now. Let's bring the camera up here so folks can see what's happening up in here. I ain't lying, that's smelling real good right now. I did. Mrs. PC, guys, she's gonna start reaching in there and grabbing the fresh mushrooms, trying to eat them. Did I say you could eat some mushrooms before I get through cooking?
Yep. You did.
Well, then guess what? The viewers know the truth. I didn't tell you could have any. Keep your paws out of them.
I don't have paws.
You know, this is an ideal time to actually be out here doing this type of stuff. I mean, temperatures in the upper 60s today, and you know, we don't even have, you know, if you notice, the generator's not running today. We haven't used the generator. It got down in the mid 50s last night, and we actually turned the heat on briefly. And I just realized something. Did you ever bring the lid out here for this?
No.
Dope.
I went in to get it and forgot about it. Got sidetracked. You probably hollered at me and...
Nah, I never holler at you.
Yeah. You probably told me to get something and I got
I told you to get something. I told you to get the lid.
All right. As usual, it's all my fault.
You don't think I'm gonna blame me for it, do you? I'm not gonna blame. I can't blame myself for it. I have to blame you. So won't you cut the camera off for just a minute, go find the lid, and come back, and we'll pick up from there. All right, got my old minute rice here. She got the lid. You know what? Whoever come up with the idea of minute rice was a freaking genius. That's strange. That is very strange.
For some reason, that lid doesn't fit. I don't know if the pot got stretched or what.
Well,
Pot may have gotten bent or something.
Yeah, it's something's not right there.
It's all right though. It's on there good enough.
Well, by the time that rice has sat there and done its thing, this will be ready to take and plate and serve. I ain't gonna lie, I'm hungry right now. You gonna be my guinea pig?
Sure, why not?
Oh, come to think of it, you was the guinea pig last time.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in case you haven't figured it out, you know, me and her are always going back and forth like this. That's how we are off camera, okay? We sit here and we talk trash and smack to each other pretty much all the time. So what you see is who we are. You know, that's one of the things that has kind of been one of the revolving themes around the channel, is keeping things real. You know, so what you see is what you get. If you met us out somewhere, we'd be the same exact way as we are on camera. turn our old fire off in there and almost.
I guess you should have brought out a spoon too.
I should have brought out a spoon.
You should have brought out a spoon.
So take a look at that right there. Does that not look good? So we're gonna see what the boss lady has to say about it, because she is the guinea pig. So let me swap ends with her and we'll see what happens. Oh,
Smells good.
oh yeah.
Not bad. Tastes pretty good.
Well, there you have it, folks. Boss Lady approves. So, we appreciate you watching, and if you like our little video, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, thanks for watching.